Now you wonder, this particular topic, how did it emerge? How did it morph to today? I was reading Business Daily and I came across this particular headline that worst ministries, agencies in supplier payments revealed. State Department, IABC, NLC can't pay over 135 billion. Now 135 billion is pending bills. 135 billion. Now this is a lot of money. This is close to $1 billion. Now this money, if it is being released, it can change a lot of factors. We can feel its weight on the economy if it is being released. But since this is an African issue, it will be delayed and it will cause all these problems, which we are going to tackle them today one by one. Number one is pending bills. Whenever you deny to pay or we don't pay these particular suppliers, we are adding those bills on already previous pending bills which were there, and they will keep up surging and they will keep up accumulating, which it will end up at the end of the day culminating into something which we cannot pay. Number two is business collapse. How does business collapse? If you do maybe business with the government and you end up not being paid, you see, you have invested a lot of money, you have invested a lot of labor, human capital, a lot of things, resulting into damaging your cash flow. So you won't have any other cash flow, maybe to run your day-to-day activities, maybe to pay your suppliers, maybe to pay salaries. There will be a lot of retrenchment. There will be huge turnover in your business. Sometimes even the employees may just resign without even consulting you, without even writing a letter to you or informing you in other ways. Suppliers won't supply you anything until you pay, and you don't have the cash flow, ending up you losing the business capacity. People won't come because the services are not the same. Things have changed. I mean, a lot of things can be affected if you don't have the cash flow. The quality of the food, maybe if you're a restaurant, the quality of the food, and the sanitary status of the restaurant. If you're a building, I mean, nobody will supply you with the building materials, that is the cement, the nails, the cupboards, everything that concerning your business will end up not sufficient, and that affects your business, and in the end your business may fail. Number three, loan defaults and asset auction. A lot of people, majority of the people, when they are entering a contract with the government, maybe they use loans. Not all the people have money waiting. So you go to a bank, you give them the LPOs and everything, the agreements, so that it can be as a collateral, not collateral. It can be like evidence you are doing something with the government and you expect payment on a particular day or certain amount on a particular day. And if the government of the day fails you and they don't pay you, these particular people, they are not your brothers and sisters, or they are not your family members. This is an independent entity of which if you don't pay them, they may go to whatever you place as a collateral, or they may go and auction your business, your assets, everything that is under your name. Now imagine that particular stress. You have not been paid by the government, you owe them, they owe you money, and also your assets are going as a result of you having some loans. That is double tragedy. Any person in a business, he prays this particular doesn't happen to him, because it is a menace, it is a disaster, it is apocalyptic. Job losses, we have discussed. We will lose a lot of jobs because business cannot sustain itself. And if the business cannot sustain itself, it means it won't also sustain those who depend on that particular business. Number 5 is mental and emotional distress. You see, I have read a lot of newspapers and I came across, even the last 2 weeks, I have read somewhere that a lady committed suicide because she was waiting money from the county government for close to many years. Imagine the mental and the emotional stress you will be partake if you did business with the government or a contract with the government and they don't pay you, and maybe also your assets have been auctioned, your name is being added to the CRB, your reputation is being damaged. Nobody is going to give you any other loan, maybe including your friends, including the banks, including every other person. You won't pay your children's school fees, you won't pay suppliers, you won't pay maybe even your bills. Maybe you have a sick family member at your house and you are not able to cater for their medical expenses. And number 6 is loss of trust in government contracts. If the government does not pay the suppliers, nobody will end up maybe doing contract with them, or nobody will take the initiative to supply the government with anything. And the government is made by the people, and that particular people are the one who serve the government. If the people deny maybe to serve the government cannot serve itself. And also the government, take this from me, the government does not know how to do business. The government is the worst person to conduct business. That's why we are going to privatize a lot of institutions like the KPA, Kenya Pipeline Authority. We wanted to privatize the JKA when we wanted to have a deal with Adani, which ended up failing because the government does not know, or it doesn't have the capacity, or the people who serve the government do not have the capacity to profitize these initiatives. So if the government loses the suppliers, it will be hard for them to continue rendering these services. Now, there are all these and others which we have not discussed, but these are the main things which will happen if the government does not pay the suppliers. Now, if you find the value out of this, kindly hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and leave us a comment on how pending bills have affected your business. Thank you so much.